Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps is the show that you're currently watching. It's about to start with his amazing guests, and they gonna tell you how to survive out in the apocalypse. This way you won't be dead if anything was to attack humanity and try to end it. So now you gotta show up with your ears and your eyes and watch the show. It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps.
Oh yeah, that's right. We's doing the show. We's at the show, and the show is what the show is called. Apocalypse Tips, Lester Pipps. You know that's what it's called because that's what that song was just saying. That's what it's called. And also, you clicked on probably a link or something that got you here, and the link said what it was called too. So good job. I, of course, as you can see from my name tag, which is down here, not over here, because there's nothing over there, but down here is where my name is. There. That's me. Is Lester Pipps, guy from Title. I didn't get you watching my show and then disavow you of your notions of who I really am. No. Lester Pipps, real guy, real me. Boy, oh boy, what we's doing here is real important. You might be thinking to yourself, who this guy? Why are we surviving apocalypses with him? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm the guy who knows how you get through apocalypses. AC Improv is up in the chat already. Welcome, AC Improv, who says, how can we survive the apocalypse? Well, that's the whole point of the show. I'm so glad you're here asking that question. I mean, that's what we're here to do. If you're in the comments or you're watching the show not in the comments yet, get in the comments, ask me questions. I'll answer them, show them on the screen. It's a fun time. We get to interact. But what we really do is we get to the bottom of how folks is handling surviving the apocalypse. We're going to talk to them a little bit later. I got so many good guests coming up. I got a guest who currently lives under a mountain. His name is Smeagol. I'm very excited to talk to him. I got a guest who is an aspiring stepdad. His name is Terry Crews. I can't wait to talk to him too. And I got a guest who is an actress. Her name is Steph Martinez. We're going to talk to her. I'm excited about that too. But before we get to that, I haven't even told y'all why you should listen to me about how you survive apocalypse. I'm the world's first and foremost apocalypse tips traveling lecturer, doomsday prep lecturer extraordinaire. My name is Lester Pipps. As I have said, I am down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in my bunker in my ex-wife's backyard, making sure folks know how to survive apocalypses prior to all these COVIDs being up in the air, making folks get down inside their bunkers. I was going to a lot of different microphones and yelling into them about how we's gonna do it. So I compiled a very big email list, and that's where all these guests is coming from. I don't need to tell you my whole backstory every episode, okay? Every episode I complain that I do this, but every episode I say I'm gonna stop, and then I keep doing it. I'm like an addict to repeating my backstory, I guess. Look, the point is we're gonna do this show. We're gonna get into it. But another point of the show is we gotta prepare for a lot of different kinds of apocalypses, right? There's all kinds of different apocalypses. Now, I do have a lot of fans sending me apocalypses that they're concerned about, and every week I will say which ones people submitted, okay? Usually just 3, and in this case, no difference. 3 is what we're going to talk about, all right? The first apocalypse that was submitted to me was by at KSCAT 2020 on Instagram, and KSCAT wants to know what would happen if, say, like the sun decided that it wanted to be all of our neighbors and it moved into the houses next to us? Well, that's a really big problem that we got to consider, because if the sun did that, it would burn that house down right away. Because the sun, I don't know if you know this, the sun's really hot. Okay, it can't live inside of a house because it's too hot, right? It'll just burn that house down. So we got to worry about that, you know. And what I'm doing to combat that is if I see the sun inching too close, I'm gonna send Bruce Willis up there like it's the movie Armageddon, which I have not seen because, as everybody knows, the only thing I've ever seen on a TV is the LSU Football Tigers. But I do know about the concept of the movie. Victor Crack Cobain is in the chat. He wants to know more about my ex-wife, which, you know, look. If you watch the Thanksgiving special, you know I've talked about her way too much. And I'm not going to do that again this episode. We can't live in the past. We got to live in the future. Thanksgiving episode is where we officially got divorced. Okay. But look, there's another apocalypses we gotta worry about. There's another apocalypses, and that is good English. And I do have a good, real New Orleans accent that speaks real good English. Okay. Another possible apocalypse we got to consider is, what if, you know how in the Harry Potter movies, which again, haven't seen, J.K. Rowling, big turf, shouldn't even brought it up, but here we go. I already did. You know how Dumbledore can flick the lights off? Again, haven't seen it, but you know about that? Well, okay. So what if he did that and all the lights in the whole goddamn world went out, and then we was just living in darkness? That's apocalypse, right? We got to worry about that. So what I'm trying to do is erase Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling from existence. Okay, I'm not saying let's do anything harmful to anyone. I'm not calling for violence. I'm just saying, let's forget they ever existed. Okay, that'd be great, right? Because J.K. Rowling is doing a lot of harm to a lot of people. Okay, let's think about a third apocalypse, right? Because we always do three, which means I have to come up with a third one. So hold on just a minute. Okay, yeah. So what if, like, okay, you know how in the ocean, a couple weeks back, we talked about how sharks might grow legs, come onto land, like that TV show I never saw where the sharks run the rollerblades? Well, what if instead of that, the ocean says, hey, we'd like to have all your tigers come down here in the ocean. And then because there's no tigers on the land, there's no LSU football tigers. And also, like tigers that help maintain population controls in like jungles and Saharas and whatever, they're gone. So like the environment gets out of balance. And then like maybe we have like the rise of the antelopes. And it's like, in the movie Planet of the Apes, which I haven't seen, how the Planet of the Apes is like the apes took over the earth. Sorry, spoiler. What if it's like antelopes did that? Gotta watch out for that. So what I do to prepare for that is if I ever hear the ocean saying, hey, I want tigers, I tell the ocean, no. Okay. Now, we got to think about also, what day is it today? Because a long time ago, when I used to do the show and people said that I don't know what day I'm talking about, that I never at any point addressed what day it is. Well, let me tell you what. Today is, I got to check. Today is December 17th, 2020. Okay. Which means that it is, of course, National Maple Syrup Day. Look it up. That's true. And in Louisiana, that's a really big deal. You wouldn't think of Louisiana as being a maple syrup place, right? You probably think of like Vermont, Maine, or like all of Canada because you don't understand that it's really just the Northeast. But whatever. Well, look, what I do for National Maple Syrup Day is I fill a big old trombone full of maple syrup. I go down to my local New Orleans. I live in Baton Rouge, but I go to my local New Orleans and I play the trombone and see if the maple syrup will come out. And most years it does, but if I get there, like if it takes me a long time to get there, sometimes it like solidifies in the trombone. I can't make music. That's just what I do personally. But in New Orleans, like generally what you see on Maple Syrup Day is a bunch of folks spraying maple syrup all over white t-shirts and then putting those t-shirts on. It's not a white t-shirt contest where you have the t-shirt on, you put maple syrup on it. It's first you cover it in maple syrup, then you put it on. And that's how we celebrate here in Louisiana when you're in New Orleans. In Baton Rouge, the way we celebrate National Maple Syrup Day is we give our horrifically overpopulated prisons free maple syrup. Wow, we do something for the prison population here in New Orleans. Here in Louisiana. Boy, oh boy, it would be nice if we just didn't have a horrible prison industrial complex. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting so political today. Let's get to our first guest. I'm so excited to get to my guest. Wow, I took so long getting to her, but I'm so excited to get to her. Her name is Steph Martinez. She's an actress. You may have seen her in recent web series Bothered. Also, a lot of other stuff that I can't think of right now, but there's so many things. Steph Martinez, welcome to the show. Tell us what I should have said we've seen you from.
Well, hello. You may recognize these hands. I was the hand model for a recent commercial for Genexa.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. That's so cool. Good job.
Yeah, but Bothered is the biggest one, and it's really, really fun. It's a great little show.
Yeah, I watched it because it's a web series, not a TV show or a movie, so I can watch those. And I'll tell you what, I enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad.
So, Steph, I'm so glad that you're on the show today. You have been a person who does acting for a long time, but then COVID's hit and it was like, well, there's a lot of COVIDs living in the cameras, so we can't be filming stuff. What was that like for you?
Correct. It was very, very scary. Yeah, auditions kind of just ceased to exist, but I would say recently, as you know, we're very adaptable as artists. And
yeah, I know about artists because my publicist at Ezra Party represents a lot of them.
No, you're an artist, Lester. Come on, you're hosting this thing. You're a performer.
Doomsday prep man. That's what I am. Doomsday prep lecturer. First and foremost, doomsday prep lecturer. Anyway, please continue.
Well, famous one. But now it's actually really picking up. We've started to do things all over the internet. I actually did a promo for HBO Max.
What?
All over Zoom. And so I had to act with other people over Zoom, and they kind of did it like this, where we were in boxes and we had rehearsal over Zoom. It was great.
Wow, that's
we figured it out. Yeah.
That's really cool. So you kind of like, doing what I do, but for acting instead of for saving the world.
I think I am also saving the world in my own way, but yeah, and I'm getting paid, which is cool. Sorry,
that is a good way to save your world. I think that's important. I didn't mean to diminish your accomplishment. I tell you that. But at the same time, I did mean to build myself up because I'm doing the Lord's work as an atheist over here. So again, I spoke over you.
No, me too. I said what you're doing is very important. So thank you, sir. I actually I'm trying to channel my own personal Lester here. So we're in this together.
Yeah, I like those shades. Now we talking.
Now we're talking.
Now you told me that you wanted to come on here and talk about Bother because it's a show about dating in the apocalypse.
Yes, it is. It's very relatable, I would say, because dating during the apocalypse is like super hard because you're already running into the normal weirdness with online dating, with swiping and stuff. But now you have to be like, so have you been tested recently for COVID? Not for STDs. STDs like thing of the past. Now it's about COVID, and some first dates are either happening over Zoom or happening in a park, and making sure you're 6 feet apart from them, and then bringing your own wine and being like, cheers. So where's your family from? Very interesting.
Have you been doing a lot of this apocalyptic dating?
I've done a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I could have some special advice for you, Lester, because I also got divorced.
Oh,
and
really?
I've had to now learn how to date online, and it is very hard and scary. So I want to help you through this, bud.
Oh, wow. Well, wow, Steph, I mean, thank you so much. That's so nice. So far since getting divorced on Thanksgiving, I've been thinking to myself, I'm going to pretend this doesn't exist and continue to live in denial. But like, maybe I shouldn't,
I think it's time to awaken, to try new things.
Well, okay. I'd love to hear more about you, but if you want to make it about me, I'm always happy to. What do you suggest? What do you suggest? Where should I start?
I think apps. I know this sounds crazy, but I think it's the best way to meet people. Okay, well, for women, it's women like me. It's easier to meet other women through apps. So I have a feeling I can have a good insight for you too. So my favorite app is Hinge. There's a little there. Have you heard of it?
My publicist that is reporting here sometimes is like, hey, do you want to try Hinge? And I'm like, no, I want to. Yeah.
I think it's the best.
Okay, well, if you insist, I guess I'll do it.
Yes.
Let's do it right now.
So I will say I didn't have the app anymore because I started seeing someone, but I re-downloaded it so I could do it with you.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, congratulations on starting seeing someone. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting, very surprising, believe me.
Okay. It sounds like you really want to talk about that.
No way.
Okay, well, let's see. My publicist did insist that I get one, so he built it for me a little bit. So I got the start.
Your pictures, first things first.
Help you on the screen. Okay, so that's Lester Pipps on Hinge.
All the pictures are the same, Lester. Except that naked one.
Naked? No, that's not naked. That's just me from prior to all these COVID's being up in the air when I used to be able to go to the mics and talk to folks.
I see. Well, you look nude. Do you have something else?
That's okay. Well, let's see. Do I have some? I mean, look at that. I think that's
all right. Now I see.
That's close. I got my jacket on. I'm telling somebody off in the audience. I'm saying, you don't know what you're talking about. You gotta have water in your bunker. Sure, yeah, but there's so many more important things like Popeye's Louisiana Cheese by Chicken Strip.
Okay. So are these the only pictures you have, Lester?
Let's see. I think there's a way for me to let's try to replace this one. See what happens. Yeah. Okay. So these are the options, right? So there's this one. Oh, that's just for today. We can put that in there. It's got you on it.
Okay. So yes, are these all the same?
Are taken of me. What?
Are these all from the same day?
No. Look, these all different backgrounds.
Oh, that's how you can tell. You're wearing the same darn clothes, Lester. All right. So first things first.
One has more beard than the others.
Giving you a makeover.
See, that one's got more beard than the other. Give me a makeover. What you talking about?
All right. We'll use these pictures. They look great. You look very cute. Love the beard.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. What's the next step? Ready?
Well, I don't know. That's what you're here for.
Okay, ready? Click next. Click the arrow.
Next is wants me to select a prompt.
Yes. Okay. The best
the biggest risk I've taken?
What the risk? Okay.
Okay. The biggest risk I've taken, for sure, is that time I went outside of the bunker to see if LSU football was practicing.
All right, let me stop you right there.
Yeah, why?
Where you're going, I love where you're going, but women like a little romance. So how about instead of LSU football, we say something like, the first time I went outside the bunker to smell the roses in bloom.
Well, but I didn't do that. I don't want to lie to these ladies.
It's not lying. I'm sure you walked by some flowers at some point.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess they do have flowers on the campus sometimes. Well, I should say, while I'm typing this in, Victor Crack Cobain says, my suggestion is to catch a big fish and hold it up in one of your picks. What do you think? Is that a good idea?
Victor knows that that's actually a big no-no, actually.
Really?
You're not supposed
Why not?
to.
Don't they want to know that I'm capable of catching big fish?
Victor, I'm about to change your life. None of that.
Okay. Well, Victor, that's advice for both of us. I hope that helps you. I hope it helps me. Let's see what the next prompt is. Let's debate this topic. Ooh, whether or not zombies is going to come and be the next apocalypse. That's a good one.
Skip that one. Skip it.
Skip that one? Okay.
Skip it.
Next prompt.
Zombie talk.
I go crazy for Popeyes losing kids just by chicken strips. So put that in there.
I'll let you put that if you then add with a glass of wine.
That's a fantastic combination I never tried, but I bet it would be great. You wash down the sweet spice of Louisiana with a nice Louisiana Malbec. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, wine makes everything better.
Okay. While I'm doing that, Victor says, nah, what? Which I think is in reaction to probably wine with Popeyes, but maybe in reaction to what you said to it. I don't know.
Victor, I'm going to change your life, baby. Wine goes with everything, including toothpaste.
So what would you put here? What would you put here, Steph, for what I go crazy for?
Oh, I would probably put ice cream and wine and movies. Selena's my favorite.
Ooh,
but
yeah,
yours good too.
Okay, that's what I wrote. Popeyes Louisiana spicy chicken strips with a glass of Louisiana red wine, of course.
Very good, very good, very good. Next one.
Okay, next one.
My mind
Victor
about.
says, put in your profile how the only thing you eat is them. Oh, I think he's saying that. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I would do that. Yeah. But I don't think that. I mean, where would I put that? Believe it or not, the only thing I eat is them.
Yeah, you can try that. Sure.
Yeah.
Are you gonna trust me or Victor?
I'm gonna trust you. What would you say I should say?
Don't put that.
Oh, okay.
Victor. Bad boy.
Oh, okay. You don't want to be forward. I get it. Okay. My love language is Creole.
Oh my God. Put that. Okay, that's good. No, it's a good one.
It is? Okay, great.
Yeah. Girls like funny too.
Really? In addition to what? That's pretty much my whole game is funny. I hope they like funny. I mean, my whole game is apocalypse tips, not funny. I'm not a comedian. Okay. I think we don't have time to get through the whole profile, but I'll say because we got more guests to get to, but that was really helpful. I'll fill in my work as apocalypse tip man. My job title is world-renowned apocalypse tip talker. My school as LSU, and I'll fill all that in later.
Perfect.
But thank you so much for that help, Steph. I really appreciate it. Now, normally with my guests, I ask them more about them than about me, but we don't have time for that. So I do have to get to my next guest. But before we do, I have a question coming to me from at Steph Martinez official. That's you.
Wait.
Yeah, that's you.
Did I write something down?
Every guest I've ever had has sent me a question, whether they remember doing it or not.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and you asked me, you are suddenly 6'4". How does your life change? Ooh, real simple answer for me. I'll answer that first, but then I'm going to ask you that you too. Oops, wrong person. For me, if I was 6'4", suddenly all of a sudden, how my life would change is I gotta get taller bunker. I'm gonna hit my head on all the door frames. I can't have that. But also, I'd probably be a wide receiver for LSU football Tigers. How about you, Steph? If you were 6'4", how would your life change?
I would be better at reaching for things. And I really liked basketball when I was younger, so I probably would have been a lot better because I used to just intimidate them with my, but they'd be like, "Okay, puny bitch, get out of here," and so I wasn't very good.
I could see you as a 6'4" power forward, just like wrecking stuff in the paint.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, cool. Well, we got to get to my next guest, who I'm very excited to talk to. He is an aspiring stepdad. His name is Terry Cruz. Terry Cruz, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
How's your? I'm just sitting here, not a bunker, but an apartment.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
first a piece of apocalypse tips advice is get yourself in a bunker.
Well, it's about rent, and I haven't seen a lot of bunkers available on apartments.com.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to go to bunkers.com to get bunkers. Apartments.com is just for apartments.
Are there a lot of renters?
Are there a lot of renters on bunkers.com? Oh, are there a lot available? I did have a guy who designs bunkers on the show a while back. I could connect you with him after the show, for sure.
I'd be interested in if there's a possibility of like a multiple bedrooms.
Sure, yeah. Oh, because you were inspiring stepdad, so you're trying to get a little kiddo in there.
Just want to, I want to be a stepdad to somebody very specific. About 15 years ago, I was a young man, and I helped take care of a child for about 7 months while I was married to a woman named Colleen. And and we played games. So I'm trying to get that again.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, this is crazy because I got to tell you something. I just recently got divorced from a woman whose name is not Colleen, but it sure is similar. It's Charlene. And we have a little boy who is a 7-year-old.
Well, I want him much older.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm just saying I'm not saying that's not the same. I'm not saying
I'd want to be able to wrestle, and I wouldn't feel that'd be fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you want to be a stepdad for a kid so you can hang out with him?
Well, it's you always hear about tussling with your kids.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to, I accidentally hurt a kid.
Right.
You want somebody meaty.
Yeah. So you're looking to be a stepdad to like a teenager.
Like a fullback, I'd say.
A fullback.
Specifically.
Oh, okay. So you were looking to be a stepdad to a fully grown adult?
Well, wouldn't that be easier?
I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so.
So, stands up.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, when you said that you was an aspiring stepdad, I thought like you was gonna come onto the show to make like a pitch to maybe the woman you're dating and be like, "Hey."
Oh, that'll get you in jail quick, Lester. That'll get you in jail real quick. I learned that early on. Don't try to be a dad to a kid. Be a dad to an adult, and you're not going to jail.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Steph, you reacted strongly to that.
Hi. How do I submit to this? Because I love games, I love wrestling, and if you feed me, it's a win-win.
Well, you'd need more of a fullback physique. I'd still be afraid of, because a pile driver, you have to. That is intimidating.
See that?
That's
defense. Well, I can back away.
Well, I gotta say, lately I haven't been as focused on wrestling. I've been more focused on LARPing.
Okay.
But pretending, you know how LARPing's really pretending? This is pretending to LARP because of COVID.
Would that be La La LARPing?
It's,
Live action role playing. Oh, that'd be La LARPing.
this,
Not La.
this is VLARP. It's
Okay.
virtual live action role playing.
Oh, wow. That sounds like it could be kind of fun. You get on there, you show off your like the sword you built, and you're like, hey, this is what I built. I would stab you with it if we was together.
Yeah.
Huh. Is there a big community for that?
It's not. It's not big. You'd be surprised. What?
I mean, I'm not surprised that it's not that big.
Well, you know, it threw me for one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you were surprised, which that makes it valid. I'm not saying it's invalid to be surprised. I'm just saying for me, I'm not. That's okay.
Just saying, I was. You know, I put a lot of thought into this.
Well, please tell me about those thoughts.
Well, I went online first, and I put in a Google.
Yeah, that's a great story. That's a great place to start. I mean, what gave you the idea that La LARPing would be good for you? Because you was LARPing in person before, and you're like, I want
Lester, it's VLARP.
VLARP. Sorry, I like
VLARP.
LARP. It sounded so good to me, but I'll say it your way. VLARP. You so okay.
So we're not talking about the La La Land. That's a horrible movie where they sing on the highway. It's traffic.
Agreed.
You need to go to work.
No, that's too dangerous.
Horrible.
Yeah,
With you.
That movie is so dangerous. I wouldn't see it. Although I don't see any movies. I've said that so many times this episode. Okay. But yeah. So okay. So prior to all these COVIDs being up in the air,
Yeah.
you did not like the movie La La Land, and you did like doing in-person LARPing.
Oh no, this is a really new hobby.
Oh, okay. So you're sitting at home, you're thinking, I gotta get a grown-up kid, or like a grown-up to want to be my kid. How could I find? Oh, I see. So you were thinking, what's a childish adult? A person who VLARPs.
No.
Oh no.
No,
Okay.
no. You're not getting this. So
I'm trying.
I need an adult man, full back type.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few who played for LSU.
And this is why I'm on the show.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh.
I was wondering.
Somebody said something about questions. They all should have just been this.
Yeah.
Do you know fullbacks?
I sure do. Yeah. There's so many fullbacks who used to play for LSU at different times.
And LARPing isn't immature.
Oh, okay.
Next thing you'll be like, oh, hey, I read books, and that's not for adults.
Well, I mean, that's two very different things. I think that I don't have any. I'm not trying to cast any aspersions on LARPers.
I would never do it either.
But I do think like the percentage of like man-childs per capita is much higher where there's LARPing going on. So that's why I was thinking that.
I don't get into statistics.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to do any math. You're right.
I heard that trigonometry. That's not involved. I didn't make up the word, but I made up the involvement of the word in what we were talking about.
Yeah, I like the word. It's a good word, but yeah, you're right. There's nothing to do with triangles and angles and stuff. And there's
nothing
concept of
nothing
video LARPing.
Just want to get.
Have you met? Oh, bless you. You're absolutely right.
Oh, that's from being inside all the time. You get some fresh air. Goddamn.
Absolutely, you do. Yeah, people need air. That's what I always tell people. If you're feeling like you don't have enough air, you need air.
Yeah.
So Terry, I'm curious. Now, in all this LARPing you've been doing, have you met any guys who might be fullbacks?
I got to tell you, in the LARPing community, which is small,
right.
We haven't gotten a game together yet.
Oh yeah.
It's a one post.
Is it
not as much of a community?
Did you just make one Facebook post? Like you Googled it and then you made one Facebook post?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got the hat.
It's a good hat. Yeah, it does look like that could be chainmail.
It reminds me of armor.
Yeah, I think they call that a coif.
Under Armour.
Oh yeah, there you go. You getting armor together. That's great. That's great. You know, if I remember correctly, a lot of what people who like LARPing like is making their like period appropriate clothing and stuff. So like they build their own armor, they make their own toy swords and stuff. Are you into that at all?
Once again, Lester, I'm new, and I'm strictly a LARPer.
Okay, and in VLARPing, there's just Under Armour, no over armor.
I feel like when you're saying it wrong, it's a little disrespectful.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get it right. Like, I've gotten so much better though. At first, I was saying la LARPing, which didn't even make sense.
That was odd. It really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, because it was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, where's he getting it from?
I don't know. I don't know where I got it from. Probably because prior to the show, somebody was talking to me about the movie La La Land.
Steph, I wrote a joke about some of the content you were talking about.
You did?
I'm listening.
So, hey, if you were carbon dating in the apocalypse, here'd be something you would say. How old is this rock, and do you see yourself having kids?
Very good.
Wow. You should have said aspiring comedian, not aspiring stepdad. I mean, look at this work.
Well, I'd love to host a game show one day, Lester.
I can see you hosting a game show.
Well, I've got the perfect concept. I'd love to pitch it.
Please do, yeah.
It's called the I Don't Know Game Show.
Okay.
And so the point is to find out what you don't know. So then we go, oh, you don't know, and then we teach you.
Wow.
And then we break it down. But if you know shit, why take,
That's true, yeah. So could me and Steph play one round of this game?
Yeah, I know almost nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. So I guess in order to chime in, we'll have Steph go ding.
Ding.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll have Lester go bing.
Bing.
Very different. Very good.
Ready.
Okay.
Great.
So I didn't have a question prepared, but I'm a game show man at heart.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait.
This one is a true or false.
Okay.
True. All right. I'll wait for the question. Okay.
So, can you melt an ice cube in a microwave?
Ding.
Bing.
Oh, Steph, totes.
I would say truth, but can I tell you what you can't microwave?
Oh, I'd love to hear.
Human being.
I was hard boiling.
Ding, Lester.
Listen, I was hard boiling some eggs, and then they were done, and I put them in the fridge, let them cool. Then I started to peel them when they were ready, and they were not done. So I put one in the microwave, and guess what?
Boom.
Shouldn't have done that. It exploded, and there is still egg in my microwave.
Well,
it was a massacre.
You know what? I'll tell you something. That's something I did not know.
Fun fact. But I left it in the shell.
Well, Lester, do you have an alternating answer?
Yeah. Something else I discovered that you can't microwave recently was canned corn. You got to take it out of the can first because all
Well, it sounds like you both don't know. So here we go.
That's perfect. Wow. Well, I mean, I hope that we should definitely play more rounds of this game, but we do have another guest.
I just need to tell you. I need to tell you the answer?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, because you didn't know, so now it's time to learn.
Yeah, please teach us.
The whole damn point of the show.
Right. Sorry, I thought we taught each other.
I mean,
no, I'd love to hear you teach us.
I was really clear with the premise.
I know. Listen, sometimes I've been accused of not listening because I'm off in la LARPing land.
You son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. So
I'm listening.
So a microwave, it moves the water particles on a little micro level.
Yeah.
And it makes them vibrate, creating kinetic energy and therefore heating items. And ice cube is so solid and frozen that those little molecules cannot vibrate, and therefore it has no effect on the temperature of ice.
Oh my God.
What do you mean? It stays the same?
Kaboom.
Whoa.
I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, me too.
Heyo.
Wow.
Make-
I can't wait to
make
start
sure it's
texting
ice cold.
once we all try it. I'm gonna try it I'm gonna put the ice inside of a can of cream corn and see what happens.
Do not, baby.
I'm just
Nope.
kidding. I'm just
Control your variables.
kidding. I already know what happens with the cream corn. And I think I said canned corn last time, but everybody knows the only food I got in the bunker is cream corn. Okay, we got to get to my next guest. I'm very excited to do that. But before we do, I do have a question coming to me from a guy on Instagram whose name is well, the rule is I say the name. So at Tits on My Balls, I'm looking at this guy's pictures, and Terry, he looks kind of like if you weren't wearing that coif.
Well, you know, it's always good to receive a compliment.
Yeah, it is a compliment. You're absolutely right.
From a good-looking dude. It's like, hey, you're looking like that guy.
Yeah, I'm saying you look like this good-looking dude, Tits on My Balls. Now, Tits on My Balls wants to know, what actor is most guilty of playing the same exact character in every film? Oh, okay, I'm going to answer this first, but I'm going to come to each of you. In my opinion, the actor most guilty of playing the same exact character in every single film is character actress Margot Martindale. Okay, that's my opinion. I've never seen a movie. Terry, what do you think?
Frances McDermott.
Interesting.
It's just Fargo 2, Fargo 3, Fargo 4.
Wow, that's a take right there. That's a take right there. Because I haven't seen any movies, but people would say she's been in a lot of them.
I don't know who would say that.
Oh, no one would say that?
I just don't know a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. La la LARPing. Steph, what do you think? Are you comfortable answering this question?
Yes,
As an actress? Some people were like, okay, you go.
I would say Tom Cruise, but he's amazing. And did you hear he got recorded yelling about at his crew about violating COVID protocols? And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, even in his rant, his scolding, he's the same.
Yeah, that could easily have been him yelling at one of the impossible missions he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
See,
Like, hey, your college education is being paid for with our business.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
He's got a tough hand.
It's true. It's true. But hey, he's doing a good job. Now, speaking of doing a good job, we got somebody coming up on the show who has, for centuries, some would argue, done a pretty good job of being himself. He is currently feeling a little bit under the weather and under a mountain. His name is Smeagol, and here he is on the show. Smeagol, welcome to the show.
Wow.
Smeagol?
Hello. It's me. Smeagol. Hi, everybody.
Oh, wow. Look at him. Smeagol, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to have you. I've never had a character who's lived for decades and or centuries before on the show.
Yes, I've never been to the future before.
Oh, this is a question that I've been wondering forever. Is Middle Earth in the past?
Yes, I think. I don't know.
Well, you said you've never been to the future before, so as of now, it is officially the case that Middle Earth is humans past. Now, Smeagol, I'm curious, you are dealing with all these COVIDs just like everybody else, right? So how's that going for you?
Terrible. I have no health care. I live in a cave. Those filthy hobbits has abandoned me. They took all the food.
Yeah, I mean, last I heard from you, obviously, I'm saying it again, haven't seen the movies, but I heard that you jumped with the ring into the fire inside of Mount Doom.
Oh.
Is that right, Mount Doom?
Oh, no, is that why they say don't come to the future? Because when this happens, you learn your fate.
Oh, no.
Why would you do that?
Oh, sorry. I thought this was post that. I thought you were coming to us from after that. I thought you survived somehow. Oh no, did I just create a time diaspora? No, diaspora's not right.
You
Time dilemma?
filthy Lester Pipps. You hurt Smeagol. Oh, you hurt
poor baby.
Oh.
Oh, Smeagol, I'm sorry. I think I just saw. I mean, did you just turn into Gollum for a second there?
Oh. Gollum? Yeah, no, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, no, I'm still here, bitch. Oh no.
Gollum
He's back.
squares now? Oh, no.
Gollum's got fullback vibes.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I never would have thought that, but you're so right. I mean, Gollum's putting out energy like at any point. Gollum could definitely knock over a blitzing linebacker, you know?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cough on all of you. All of them.
Gollum, do you have COVID?
Yeah. Yes, and we likes it that way. Don't hurt them. We must put on the mask. No. Put that away. Just eat the birds.
Smeagol, get control for a second. I got a question. Do you have COVID too, or is it just Gollum?
It's just Gollum. Gollum's bad. He goes into a little Kex store in the elves' land, and he doesn't wear anything except a loincloth. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh no, that is terrible. I mean, I hope the loincloth is covering the loin, but also the it's also a mask somehow.
That's what I do. I take it on.
Yeah, you was going naked into these stores, but at least you're covering your mouth, which I think is a good priority system, if I'm being honest.
That's right. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Right.
Murderer.
Oh my God, Gollum. Now, I mean, so okay, so this is you're coming to us from prior to when you go to Mordor, with Frodo and Samwise Gamgee. What point of the story do you come to us from?
Oh, I know the part where we're in. We went up to the gate and then we turned around.
Okay, perfect. So yeah,
I'd like to know more about the directions and which way you were going. Could you recap that last part for me?
Went through the dead marshes. We went south, and then we got to the Black Gate, and we turned around. We went north, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the part they don't talk about where we go all the way north to Lorien. Right? We go back there. We say, "Hi, what's up, girl?" And we get drunk, and we go to Cakes the stores. A lot of time passes that they don't talk about in the books.
it's true. There's a lot of jump cuts in the movie. It's like we know that there was something happening between when they was walking over there and when they was walking over here.
Not that you would know.
No, I don't.
I haven't seen a movie.
Right.
Well, I heard that they were not actual accounts. That the journals weren't well kept. Hobbits aren't known for that.
Oh, yes, the Hobbits, they're filthy. They're filthy. They're right. They put everybody's dirty laundry in the books. They write it all down. All they care about is the gossip. It's terrible.
Yeah, I've always heard that those books is basically just gossip rags.
Yes.
It's like Aragorn used to be over here with this lady, but then he's coming over here with this lady, and it's like who's Aragorn love? I don't know, but we know who Aragorn's fucking because they're telling us all about the books.
Right. Who's Aragorn? I don't even know. I never
You haven't met that guy.
He's the guy who captures me off screen, I think.
Wow, it's cool that Smeagol knows, but Gollum doesn't. That's funny. I mean, that makes sense because Gollum's probably all them COVID's up in his brain, making it difficult for him to think. Well, Smeagol does not have COVID, so there you go.
I have a riddle for you.
Yeah, trauma will really split your memory.
That's for sure. You have a riddle for us, Gollum?
What's the riddle?
I am something in your house that can be found on a roll. Once you've wiped yourself with me, I get dropped into a bowl.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, ding. Yes.
Yeah, toilet paper.
Wrong.
Bitch!
Precious. It's the precious. Oh, I fooled you. Now I get to eat you.
Wait, hold on. We never agreed to that before the riddle. You just said you had a riddle.
That was
What?
the riddle.
You just said I have a riddle for you. You didn't say if you do not get it right, I get to eat you. You didn't say
Thank
that.
you.
Oh, filthy hobbits is getting away with it again. Oh, let's
Gotta be
stop.
clear with your
We're
term.
humans. Why are you calling us hobbits, his friend?
Oh, Lester Pipps is clearly a little hobbit.
No, all my hair is on my face, not on my toes and my feet.
But you are so small on my tiny little plant here.
What if I blew your mind right now? Boom!
Wow, you
Now
big
you're
now.
the hobbit.
You are an ant. You're a big ant that's high all the time, dude.
Do you think the Ents is high all the time? That should have been in the gossip rags.
Well, for sure, man. They're made of it.
Read between the lines,
That's a good point. That's a
Hell
good
yeah.
point.
the margins.
Why do you think I live in the caves, bro? We just hang out with smoke doobies all day.
Wait. So the Ents are smoking weed upstairs, up on the land, and you downstairs in the cave smoking weed too?
Yeah. We're like roommates. Ever since
Well,
the
but
Hobbit.
you're not roommates because you're not doing it together, and you're in very different parts of Middle Earth.
Well, I don't really have a place, right? You know?
Yeah, that cave. Yeah, sure.
Is it some hydro?
Yeah. It's a water bottle.
So okay, wow. I had no idea. I mean, these are the things that you'd expect George J.R.R. Tolkien to put. I was going to say George R.R. Martin, which they're not the same guy. But
Why do they all have so many letters in the middle?
yeah, I don't get it, next author we know is going to be I don't know, fucking something on
www.author.com. It's author.
Arthur okay. Boy, this is a tongue twister. Smeagol, I'm curious. You lived for so many darn years, right? You've been around for as long as Middle Earth has been around, pretty much, right? That's my understanding from reading the books, not watching the movies, never saw a movie. So, like, have you encountered have you dealt with a pandemic of this scale before?
Oh man, as bad as this one? Whew. I'd say no, I'd say other than the orcs killing everyone.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's kind of the same. I've been holed up in my place for, you just stay in your place for like 10,000 years and you just eat rats and birds. I got this bird here I ate. Anybody,
a little more of that bird?
you know what I mean? Just people, if they come down here, just eat them, and you just survive, man. That's what you do.
Wow.
How often would you say you eat?
Say that question again, Terry.
How often do you get a square meal?
Oh, every now and then. Poor little Smeagol, but as long as I have the precious, then I'm okay. So hold those that you love really close, because you never know when the filthy hobbit will get from you.
Wow. I mean, that's surprisingly great advice from Smeagol / Gollum together. They don't often work together, but that time they did. I mean, wow. Thank you so much for that.
Ding.
Dang.
Oh.
I have something to say.
Okay.
Smeagol, are you gonna do any online dating?
I'm not dating. I don't know. It's been like two weeks since my precious was taken from me. I'm not dating. I guess I should, I don't know, throw my finger back in the ring.
I think you should. To get some pictures and we'll make a profile together, okay, baby?
That's really nice of you to say. I really needed that support instead of, a rope around my neck and being dragged through a mountain.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, listen,
My best friend. My best friend did that to me.
Yeah, Frodo. Notoriously, Frodo is not such a great friend, right? Like he's just brought danger and trouble to all of his friends forever.
It's true.
Tough life being a friend of a hobbit is. Now, we do have to come to the end of the show. But I did get a question sent to me by a guy on Instagram named Teddy_time_bomb, who
it's great when you have underscores. That's great.
Yeah. I'm looking at him and I'm thinking to myself, like, he kind of looks like if Gollum had like a normal shaped head and no tape on his head. To me. Do you see it, Gollum?
Yeah, I see it. That guy is not the prettiest boy.
Well, that's not what I meant.
What? I mean, yeah, come on, look at me. I mean, right? I've been living in a cave. I know what I am. Okay.
Well, that's not what I was saying about Teddy Time Bomb, but I
look at my eyes.
I understand how you're great one day. But he wants to know, when does an alligator get too big to wrestle? And let me answer this first. For me, an alligator gets too big to wrestle the moment it's born. Don't wrestle alligators; they will eat your whole head. But I'm curious, Smeagol / Gollum, what do you think? When does an alligator get too big to wrestle?
Oh man, I don't know about alligator. I wrestled a dragon, and that's, I gotta say, pretty.
Did you wrestle Smeagol?
I did, yeah. We were intimate, me and Smeagol. Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, way before your time.
I can't believe this wasn't in the gossip rags.
This is ancient history. But yeah, never, it's never too late.
Similarity and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we were both, servants of Sauron.
I suppose that makes sense. I don't recall being a servant of Sauron, but I haven't seen the movie, so what do I know? Listen, I was thinking it might be great to end this show with one quick round of Did You Know? Terry, do you have anything that would you be open to that?
Would I need 3 new questions?
Just one. We only have time for one.
All right.
And I could have pinged them to you. I could run it. I could do it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if I had known.
Okay, you play. You play. I'll lead. Okay, so we're gonna play a game called Did You Know? And the question that I want y'all to answer is let's see. Do I have something here? Yeah. On what day of the calendar year? It's a holiday type day. Do people in Louisiana eat okay, and what day? It's not a specific day. Okay, let me restart.
Are you making this up?
Yes. Okay. On what holiday do folks in Louisiana eat beignets shaped like David Schwimmer? Anybody can ding or bing as they please to chime in. On what day do folks in Louisiana eat beignets shaped like David Schwimmer?
Ding.
Steph Martinez.
Me? That was disgusting. Okay, I bet it's on the first day of Hanukkah because Ross Geller's The Holiday Armadillo.
Wow, and that is 100% correct. Steph Martinez, all the points go to you. I'm curious, though, Smeagol, did you have an answer for this question that you were considering?
I was going to say May the 4th for no particular reason.
That's how Smeagol's brain works. I like it. Terry Crews, did you have anything you was going to say for that?
I was going to mention that September 24th was David Schwimmer's birthday, and I know that he has a lot of friends in New Orleans. So I was sure it was September 24th.
Well, hey, you would have been wrong, but that's a great answer. Now, Terry,
I'm a big loser.
Oh, no. There's no losers here. We're all playing for fun. Now, I'm curious, Terry, is there anything that you'd like folks to find on the internet or any last piece of advice you'd like to give our listeners at home?
Well, yeah, you could see at Tits on My Balls. That's a friend of mine. But mainly, I'd want to point people in the direction of thebomb.com.com.com. Remember, it's very easy to remember. It's THEBOMB.com.
That's right.
You know, it's 3.coms, so you know it's good.
I think I got that right?
There's only.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we plug in. Sweet.
We wanted to call it the TBDCDCDC.
Mm-hmm. And by way, you and Kevin Masterson, who runs it.
We have been talking a lot about the marketing for this lovely site.
Well, that sounds great. Check that out, folks.
Boom.
Smeagol/Gollum, I'm going to come to you next. Anything you want folks to look for on the internet? Any last words of advice?
Oh man, I guess check out that weird future time bomb guy.
_time_bomb.
Yeah, I got the future internet here. Check out on Fridays. Alone Together at 9 p.m. here on the same Pack Twitch channel. And then I guess take the stare. Oh, hey, what's up, baby? Oh,
he's
I
making out
gotta go, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, my spider is here.
Steph Martinez on that. Steph Martinez, anything you want folks to find on
Pull out your sting.
Yes. The season finale of the web series that I'm working on is on Monday, and you can find it on Julie. Oh shit! What's Julie's Instagram? You know she's watching this, so hey, babe, I forgot your Instagram. But Julie Phillips, and it's called Bothered. And my episode was this Monday, and the season finale is next Monday.
Yes.
Oh.
I believe it's at just Julie Phillips, but it might be at Julie Phillips Stein. Oh wait, I have it here. Hold on.
Oh my God! Thank God. He's about to yell at me. Julie Phillips. So, she spelled her own name wrong. Julie, you bad girl.
Oh, she did.
In my text.
Oh, in the text. Okay.
Yeah.
Julie her own name wrong.
Really. Julie Phillips Stein with 2 L's. At Julie Phillips Stein with 2 L's. Great. And that's Stein with 2 L's, Phillips with 1. Just kidding. Okay. Wow. Well, thank you so much for that, Steph. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the folks who's watching and or listening and or up in the comments. I mean, we had so many folks in the comments. We had AC Improv. We had Julio Dodge. We had Victor Crackle Pan. We had Florida Man Gamer. We had other folks too. Oh, that one guy, Connor something, was there at the beginning. I love it when he's around. So thank you to all y'all. Thank you to the Pack Theater for having us on the show. Of course, we do not have time to play the outro because I always let it run a little bit late. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to say, if you follow me at Lester Pipps on anything, and also you can follow my publicist at Ezra Partier on Instagram, at Ezra Potter on Twitter, if you want to know what's happening on the show and or what that dude is also publicizing. So that's the end of the show, and we're gonna end it the way we always do, which is I just pressed this show.
That was the show, now we did it. You know how to survive an apocalypse. If anything should go down, you'll be okay. And for that we say you're welcome. Also, we gotta say thank you to all these amazing guests. Find them on the internet, and then you'll never not know when they doing fun and stuff. And that's what the fun of the show is. Also to survive apocalypses. And hey, we hit both those nails on the head with one bird or something, I guess, like that. So anyway, I gotta say thank you to the Pack Theater. Boom. What? But yeah, thanks to them, and thanks for watching.